guys, I got energy, 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 energy. It's been a while since I've been like energy. I always have it, but I really have it today. So, very interesting, yes, when people comment on my YouTube videos, like, you know, you've got some good information if you would just like stop going all over the place, but that is not me. Yeah? You take out one thing to get another. If I'm sitting with a white chalkboard going into complete nerd out biology, people are going to get bored. So I'm going to do what I like to do. Just be all over the place. Because energy. 47 now. And this is business and all this. Looking pretty lean. And eating 80% fat. So let's get right on to it, guys. Okay. Here we go. Today we're going to talk about fiber. It's very interesting because there are things that we just don't think about. We're eating food and we think we're eating high quality foods and we really don't understand what happens molecularly inside the body. But let's get down to it. There are two types of fiber. There's soluble and there's insoluble. Soluble will be in grains and nuts and you know, the oats and the barley and the bran and all this stuff. And it's gooey. It's like when you cook the oatmeal, it gets really kind of starchy, or the rice, gooey, and it binds up with the water, and it's supposed to help with cholesterol, whatever, and be heart healthy. Bullshit. I'm sorry. Something just, little sneeze. But actually, did our hunter-gatherers eat that stuff? No. Were they eating a lot of soluble fiber? No. Makes me question. Alright. Insoluble fiber comes from veggies, right? And which is kind of cool. And they bulk up and bind and they push stuff out your bunghole. Toxins and whatnot. And when you eat it, your body's got to break it down. And both might have an effect on blood sugar. The amount of sugar, because like when you eat a cracker, stuff's already digesting in your saliva, and then it goes through your body, whew, real quick, just like that, bam! You get like a blood sugar spike, and it's problematic. But if it's got fiber, the soluble, the insoluble fiber, it's going to slow down the rate at which your body has the blood glucose hit the blood. Voila! Anyway, but here's the thing. There's a lot of people that theorize, do we need all that fiber? I mean, that wouldn't be natural in nature as a hunter-gatherer. That would not be normal, because you would not be eating insoluble plant fiber all day long, because it would be seasonal. So you ever eat broccoli and kale and you gas up? You ever eat beans and you gas up? That's not cool, y'all. That is not normal. You're not like, oh, we hear like, oh, beans, the musical fruit. The more you eat them, the more you toot. The more you toot, the better you feel. So eat your beans in every meal. Are you freaking kidding me? Dang, we're like brainwashed with little songs when we're little kids. And we're walking around bloated with IBS, gassed out, feeling like shite. Having blood sugar dysregulation because we're eating all these non-stable foods that do not stabilize your blood glucose. Rice and beans, very starchy. So they hit your blood with blood sugar. Boomsy! Yes, they have the soluble fiber, which is supposed to help with the amount of blood glucose that, you know, so as a diabetic, it is supposed to slow down the rate at which the sugar hits your blood. Does it? Really? I mean, rice really is over 80% starch. And that's one of the better starchy carbohydrates. Over 80% starch. No wonder you guys are having blood sugar dysregulation. No wonder you guys cannot get the business. But you can. You can get the business. You can. But you gotta learn how to do it. You have to deconstruct every freaking stupid thing that you've ever learned. Maybe even some of the stuff that I tell you. And you have to go down that rabbit's hole and figure out what the root cause is to your issues. Yeah, I'm just another YouTube dork messenger. Yeah? take what I'm saying, throw it on the wall and see if it sticks. If it sticks, awesome sauce. If it doesn't, keep it rolling. Rolling. Okay, guys. But so far, so good. You know, we take numbers. So I've done a lot of consultations, and I'm getting a lot of amazing feedback. So at least there's a little bit of weight there. Yeah. Okay. So basically, the problem with all these fibers is that people are starting, you need enough prebiotic fiber, but do you need fiber? Well, we need fiber because our guts are imbalanced, because our smell DLs, I always do that, our LDL small particle count is jacked up, and so we have heart issues. Why do we have to eat soluble fibers to help get rid of the cholesterol? Come on, it's not the cholesterol, it's the LDL. Why do we need to do that? If you just eat real food, you don't have to worry about that crap. It's like we get it kind of confused, like, oh, we need to have all this fiber, but it's all contextual to the way that we eat processed foods today. Yeah? If you have enough fatty bits of the animal, right, the connective tissue, the eyeballs, the tongue. Now, the people in other cultures are like, yo, yeah, this stuff is great. Here in the U.S., they're like, oh my God, that's so disgusting. Ew. Well, guess what, people? That's why you're jacked up. You feel like shite. Too many processed carbohydrates that we were never, ever meant to consume. So now we have to like overdo the fiber to help, to create the prebiotic fiber to have from the cruciferous veggies so that your probiotics can grow, because our natural flora, our immune system is crapola, and we've got things like H. pylori, and we've got Candida overgrowth, and people have IBS. So it's just like, it's like you're throwing up balls in the air, like, okay, how much of the soluble fiber, how much of the insoluble fiber, do I take fiber at all, do I use oils, coconut oil, fats, lard, tallow, to lube up the digestive system, because like, too much soluble fiber can bind up all the water, and that can be a problem. Too much insoluble fiber can be rough on your digestive system. The psyllium husk and the metamucil, come on, guys. That's not the answer. Why do people get constipated? Because they're stressed. When you're stressed, everything goes, yeah? Because to poop takes a lot of energy. And when your body's overproducing cortisol and you're in a stress response all day long, your body is like, dude, I am freaking exhausted. Insulin overproduction, adrenaline overproduction, like all these hormones are like blah, 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 blah. So we need to slow down something, so we're going to rob from Paul to give it a peak. So let's rob from peristalsis, pushing down the food, breaking down the food from here to there. Let's just stop that, so you can feel so your body can conserve energy somewhere else. But now you're getting compacted, and all that nasty food that you're eating, and I mean it is nasty, is just completely toxifying your body. You can't win for freaking losing. So why not do a ketogenic protocol and go down that rabbit's hole, find out what the root cause is, take your time in getting into ketosis, especially if you're obese, especially if you got blood sugar dysregulation, okay? Especially you guys have like too high cortisol or inverted cortisol, all this stuff, blah, blah. Take your time. Switch out your processed carbs to your whole foods, your whole starchy root vegetables, and then go down to 15 carbs. And then get enough fat in. Lube up your pipes. Get your thyroid, your adrenals, and your reproductive system back in balance, and then you will go over to the island of ketosis and have energy at any age. Because again, keto spares your DNA. Not your DNA. Your DNA. Yes? The telomeres on the end of the shoestring stay intact. And so that shoestring is not fraying and getting smaller, which is why you see people with so much inflammation in the face. Their posture is like this. The muscularity is like that. I just keep getting more muscular in ketosis when people are like, hey, you can't build muscle. BS, yeah? I keep getting more muscular in ketosis and more muscular. the older that I get. So badass. Epigenetic gene expression. That's what I'm doing. So next video, it's going to be about these suckers. So stay tuned. Okay, guys, if you want to learn more, go to stephanieperson.com or Stephanie the Business Person on my fan page, because you know I talk to everybody, or Stephanie Ketogenic on my Instagram. And understand that you have to know how much. Well, first of all, I don't believe in any of that soluble fiber coming from grains and nuts and all that crap blocking people up and absorbing too much water and dehydrating the body. And you can't have too many freaking insoluble fiber because it's rough. It can create bloat. Then you got to cook that stuff or like go and do a kale shake if you've got like a dysbiosis or leaky gut so bad you have a hard time digesting those types of fibers. You got to heal the problem first so you know exactly how much fiber to have and how much fat to have to keep your pipes working. Okay, guys, peace out. Next video about these suckers. Ding, ding, ding.